Ladies and gentlemen, I think we underestimated this new ancestral monster, or at least I did. Today I'm going to go ahead and talk about what I mean and how good this monster actually is, or I should say how better this monster actually is than I thought. So I hope you guys are excited, and if you are, make sure you smash like and subscribe if you're new around here. Anyways, let's go and get started. Alright guys, so here we are obviously on the test account, and basically the new ancestral monster here, Malthador here, right? I did do my review, obviously you guys watched it. Now the only thing I kind of like missed or forgot is actually his traits. So here's what I mean. If we scroll all the way down to this monster here, take a look at this, alright? We're gonna go ahead and test this in battle as well. So we have Hardened. And then that hardened does not go away, by the way. Usually the way it works is like we have hardened and then we have tough. And then from tough, the monster gets bulwark. And you guys know it doesn't like stack up together. It literally is all in one. But today we're going to go ahead and put that into test because I feel like I missed out on my previous video. And a lot of you guys actually started commenting it and you were like, no, wait, does it actually stack? And I honestly don't know either. So we're about to find out today. To see if it actually does stack, because that would be pretty cool. That would be kind of nasty, because then look at that. We have 50% here and another 20% here. So it's like 70% less accuracy. So they're going to have like 30% chance, which is insane. We're going to go ahead and put that into test. Obviously, these two skills are still locked. I can't really use them. But yeah, let's go ahead and put that into test. All right, guys. So we're going in battle. I'm going to go ahead and actually put this into test to see if this actually really works or not. So I have this first turn. I can actually just go ahead and possess him straight away. Why not? Let's just go ahead and do it. But one monster didn't get possessed, but that's fine. So let's see. We're going to see the traits here. Yeah, it actually does. There's no way. I didn't even notice that. There's no way I noticed that. I didn't notice this during my test video. But take a look at this, guys. We have Hardened and Bulwark. So 20% plus 50%. That is actually insane. Yo, that is like nasty. Oh, what the heck? Oh, yeah, I do have these skills, but I can't use them. Remember, when I try clicking on them, I can't really use them. It's weird. But that's really, really insane. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to charge up, and this monster gets a turn. Looks like he's not possessed or anything. Actually, he was possessed, but I didn't see it. That's super weird. Oh, and that monster ended up dying. But she's going to come back. All right, so look, guys. We have Tough and Hardened, right? Or is it Hardened and Tough? Is that what it is? It is Hardened and Bulwark. Sorry, Hardened Bulwark, even better. So I'm gonna try to do the damage reduction here, right? So total damage reduction, let's see. It didn't land. It missed. Yo, that's insane. Okay, my monster didn't die. That's good. Let's try applying that total damage reduction one more time. Let's see if it lands this time. And it missed again. Oh my god. Yo, that is so nasty. Bro, you can't make this up. This is actually crazy. Now, this monster is most likely dead because of the toxins there. Yep, 3.21 million. Dude, it's insane how like heavy toxins really hits you. Like, toxins is like the most deadliest torture in the game, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can actually relate with that and agree with that. So here I'm just gonna do this one, loses tortures and whatever. So this monster gets a turn. Let's try to apply sunburn and light weakness to this monster and see if it lands. And no. Okay, so sunburn didn't land, the light weakness didn't land, and remember that's 3 times because he takes the AoE version. So I thought maybe once it would land in, but it didn't land in at all, which is insane. You know what I mean? Because remember, that's an AoE status caster sunburn that applies, but since he's a Megataunt, he took all of it and nothing happened to him. And I'm gonna go ahead and try that one more time to see if it'll actually land this time. So he has a light weakness, alright, that he can apply. Let's see if that light weakness will apply. And it didn't. Yo, this is actually crazy. You can't make this up, man. That trait together is insanely overpowered. I feel like, bro, you can't make this up. I'm gonna do a damage boost here, and his awakening just triggered. But I'm gonna charge up. I want to see if maybe the ultimate. Should I try the ultimate? Because the ultimate, remember, it like PR trade tables and all that other stuff. I wonder if that'll actually work. So let's go ahead and try to get that. All right, I'm about to awaken him right now. So we're gonna go ahead and do the get our awakening. Basically, he's gonna get an extra turn too because of the skill mirror there. But the most important part is that we got our awakening. And remember, guys, so this is what it looks like here on the other POV. We got trade disable, we got Megataunt, right? And the PERs first, trade disables, and all that stuff. But I wonder if this will actually land on him. I feel like it should, It really should. He has Pierce, so Pierce should go through, but we're about to find out. Let's see. Yeah, okay, I figured Pierce will go through, obviously. But it's still crazy to me how, like, most of the previous skills weren't landing, and the status casters and the tortures and the negative status effects that we tried applying, none of those really landed against this monster because of how crazy his trait is. Now, a lot of you guys were also commenting that Torog is nowhere as close as better of a monster than a Dale, right? Which I do agree, but I would say he's still up there for sure. You know what I mean? He's still really, really good. But I would personally, if I had to choose a two, I would go with the Dale. The only thing that really makes a Dale better is a torture resistance. If he didn't have this and it was literally these 4 traits and then maybe another one, like something really random, then I would say, yeah, sure. But yeah, because of that torture resistance, that's what makes this monster a lot better. Now, let's say that torture resistance was actually given to Torog here, and then let's say Bulwark goes to the other monster. I would actually go with Molten Throat, just because, guys, again, that trait that this monster has, that Adele has, the torture resistance, it's insanely OP. And a lot of you guys don't really realize that. Like, this monster takes in all the damage, but then any torture that's applied to him, he's only taking like what, 15 damage, 30 damage, when instead he could be taking hundreds and thousands of damage. You know what I mean? So yeah. And then in terms of books, look like we have families here. With this monster, we have evil legions, and a lot of monsters are actually in evil legions as well. So for Team Wars, you know, Torog, I feel like Torog, you probably see Torog a lot more than you'll see a Dale. Plus, actually, they were both single target element too. Yeah, I was going to say this monster is double, but it's not. It is double, but it's fire, so it doesn't really count like that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, guys. Which one would you choose in battle? Would you choose Torog or Adil? In terms of traits, I would say, I don't know, Adil traits are really, really good, but Torog's traits also really, really good because these two actually stack up together. If this random torture was, let's say, immune to torture, it didn't even have to be torture resistance, but just immune to torture, this monster would have been better than Adil. But again, damage reduction is still pretty huge. Bulwark with Hardened, that's like 70% right there stacking up together. And they both have Megataunt, and they're both of them, like both of their relic slots are really, really good because look at that, double armor. You know what I mean? As a tank, you really need that. And I really wish I could use these other skills, but I can't because it's locked. It's not gonna let me. It's just bugged, so super weird. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions, and that's gonna be pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out.